Hi guys, so it's me again. I'm sorry if my car is loud. That's just the way this car is. So today I want to talk about nursing school, obviously, right? And simulations that I've done, and clinicals that I've done, and the quizzes that I've done, and how things are going for me, how I'm learning to process everything. And so it might be a long video, it might not be. I'm sorry ahead of time if it is. So first things first, I just got a simulation which you have to wear scrubs for, and you basically act like you're working on an actual human being with mannequins. And it's cool. I love it. I didn't like it as much at first, but now I'm really starting to get the hang of it and trying to put what we're learning to use. And so this week was vital signs. And if any of you know me, I do not have any prior history of any health knowledge. I'm not a CNA, I'm not a CRMA, I've done nothing in that field. So like today we learned how to take blood pressure, and I'm so excited. I'm really good at it. I can do respirations, and I can do heart rates and things like that. And then we did skin assessments, and then we did range of motion, you know, flexation, inversion, exversion, that type of thing. So we've done that on each other, and then we're learning how to do the pulse and how the heart works. And it's pretty interesting how the heart works. I still don't have it all figured out, but I'm learning like 8.2 make and how to...
In a quarter mile, at the traffic circle, take the second exit onto Stone Street.
If you guys just heard my GPS, I'm sorry. I'm on my way to get my kids. So anyways, it's been really nice. I like it. And then we get to practice that on clinicals, but unfortunately the gentleman that I have for clinical doesn't let me do everything, so I'm trying to find the good in it, and that when I go to the skilled unit instead of being long-term, so the rehab unit, I will be able to find patients that will let me test these things out, and we'll be doing medicines and whatnot. So I'll be excited for that. Trying to think of what else we've done. So clinicals are...
Exit the traffic circle onto Stone Street.
Already have, buddy. Sorry, more...
You for 7 miles.
So my clinicals, anyways, are pretty easy, like during the day to actually do. They are not so easy as far as homework. I have had a very hard time, and I'm pretty sure my teacher despises me and thinks very little of me. So that's fun. But all the other teachers I really enjoy. They're nice, especially this one. She's quite the character. She really wants you to learn, and just, I like her. So, and then we've had multiple quizzes and one exam. Our next exam is in like 10 days, something. Oh my god, that's so soon. And that one will be basically on everything that we've learned for recitation. We had, I think, 5 exams this week. We had one due Monday, one on Tuesday. We had an assessment on Wednesday. We had another one for F.A. Davis, and then we have one that's going to open tomorrow morning. So, and then we have 2 of them on Monday that we have to complete. Yay, a math one and then a midterm one. Midterms I'm starting to get, but not very quickly. I think I'm going to start doing 5 midterms a day, and that will help me retain them better than doing, you know, 30 of them in a day. So I'm going to start doing that, and then I started doing organizing priorities as far as days, so what I have to bring each and every day, so what I have to bring for the week, and trying to bring this whole binder, which I'm still kind of doing until I start figuring out a little bit more on homework. So homework we don't have a ton of. We have a paper due, and that's pretty much it. Every once in a while you have to look up an article, and that's about it. But that adds points to your quizzes by like 5 points. So if you got an 80 on a quiz, you get an 85. But our quizzes are only worth 5% of my grade, where exams are 65% of our grades. So, yeah. Luckily, I've passed everything so far with at least an 80 or above. I've gotten 2 or 3 80s, an 85, and a 90. One of the 80s was my exam, and the other ones were all quizzes. So that exam grade weighs more than the other 3 or 4. And then I had a math quiz, and that was a 95. So that one bumped up my other quizzes, but still they're only 5% of my grade, which is kind of annoying. I wish there were more because exams are hard to prep for. There's so much on them. And there's 50 questions, so they're 2 points apiece, and if you get 10 wrong, you're at the max, you're at 80. So that's a hard one. But, you know, still having trouble studying for things like these because these are all application questions or select all that apply, not really what's a yes or no type of thing, which I guess you could kind of do per select all. But if you select one too many or one too few, it's automatically wrong. You don't get any points, which I think is BS, but that's just me. I mean, think of House, that medical show, House MD. He would give like 3 things that the patient could have, and it ended up being the 4th, so he didn't have enough. Shouldn't he be a 0 grade doctor? Nope, he's like the greatest, so I don't understand those ones. But anyways, I guess that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask below. If you have any study tips or things that you found helpful, share them with me. I'd love to hear from you. So anyways, thanks again. I will update you next week when we start doing our next thing. We are a third of the way through the semester, so I'm really excited to be over with it. And I mean, if we just keep going, hopefully it will get a little bit easier. They say it gets tougher, or that this first semester is tough. Heard it both ways. Let's just pray that one of them is true. Anyways, guys, thanks for chatting. Have fun.